Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series show. We are most definitely on the road to Delmar. My name is Matt Chapman and this is where the winner of the Sussex Stakes walks after finishing off the race just over there. It's a lovely moment, quiet moment between horse and rider and the connections. We haven't had a huge amount of Challenge Series races this month, but what we have had is quality in some eye-popping performances. More on those races in a minute. But let's face facts, when you do a show like this, one or two people on social media are always going to try and have a pop, and certainly there have been questions whether I will fulfill my challenge, the selfie challenge from the first episode. Well, you know, someone gives me a challenge, I get the job done. Thought you could get the better of me? Oh no, but some bright spark then said to me, you know what, chappers, it's not the only challenge. Oh, here we go again. Challenge number 2 in episode 2. You'd think if you fulfilled your first challenge, that was it, wouldn't you? Not on this show. Dear Matt, well, it starts polite at least. Congratulations on competing challenge 1. Clearly too easy. It's easy for you to say. We thought we would add a touch more jeopardy this time, so how about a competitive element? We'll require you to win 5 games of rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. With any racing personality here at Goodwood. A tough task against a breed of born winners. Do you have the skill and tactical know-how? Only time will tell. Best of luck. You know they don't mean that. The Breeders' Cup team. Oh, what a joy they are to work for. Right, before I get on to that challenge then, let's have a look back at the Sussex Stakes.
Delighted for him to show his true colours again today. He's a brilliant horse, brilliant miler.
And Notable Speech dives for the far side at the cutaway and is now delivered by William Buick. Sunny List and Factor Chevelle Meldrum down the outside. Notable Speech picking up brilliantly as he did in the 2,000 guineas. Meldrum finishes up well, but Notable Speech will have the final say in the Sussex Stakes.
He was in good form today. Notable Speech. He was back to his best, and throughout the race he felt great. The pace was even, so you know he managed to get into a nice rhythm, and I sort of felt from half a mile out that he was building into the race, how he did at Newmarket in the Guineas, and so look, he produced an amazing turn of foot again.
It's one of those courses, it doesn't matter, even in the Guineas you were sort of confident watching him as though we were a bit of a price there. You know, he travels so sweetly, and you know, we know what the horse can do. He has that acceleration, and you know, I watched William's body language. I know him. If I don't know him by now, then I'll never know him. But you can see William's body language was oozing with confidence, and all he had to do was just wait for the cutaway, and he was away.
I think he's top draw. You know, I made no secrets of it after the Guineas. He's got a very rare turn of foot. You don't see that very often, and he's got an amazing aura and mentality towards everything. He's such a calm horse. He takes everything in his stride, and he's a real privilege for a jockey to ride.
Well, Charlie Appleby, of course, trains for Godolphin. Godolphin is about world domination. Godolphin, therefore, and Charlie Appleby love the Breeders' Cup. But what is he like at rock, paper, scissors? 9 times Breeders' Cup hero. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see where Victor goes for this.
3, 2, 1. I think that's 1-0 to me. Do you want a best of 3?
It's got to be best of 3. Always is with the kids.
3, 2, 1. We'll end it there, Charlie.
Well played.
Great trainer,
terrible
player. Rock, scissors, paper. Charlie, when you joined Godolphin, I presume right at the top of the list was winning at the Breeders' Cup.
Yes, Godolphin was built, as you know, to be an international stable to compete internationally at the top level, and so you know I've been brought up watching Godolphin horses win at the Breeders' Cup, win at the Arcs, and win in Japan, win in Hong Kong. It's our format.
They're off in the juvenile turf.
When Outstrip bagged in 2013, that then will have been a big moment.
It was a very, very surreal moment, and I have to say, you know, I always like to think I'm pretty cool, calm and collected, but it was one of the moments there I had to just try and compose myself. Because yeah, you stood there with your first Grade 1 winner in Santa Anita, you know, with the backdrop there, and as I've always said, the only way I could ever repay somebody who's given me such a great opportunity in life.
I want to really talk about 2021 because that was a very special year. Let's start with the Breeders' Cup Turf, because 𝙍𝙤𝙖𝙙 wouldn't be the best horse you've ever trained for Godolphin, but there was something quite fun about him, the way he raced, the way he performed. He was a character.
Oh, he's a character for sure, and 𝙍𝙤𝙖𝙙 was most of the time his worst enemy, as well as being the jockey's worst enemy. But you know, William gave him an absolute feature ride, because as hard as he pulled round there, no horse should have ever finished off the race the way he did.
It's Broome with 1 furlong to run. 𝙍𝙤𝙖𝙙 is closing on the outside. Broome and 𝙍𝙤𝙖𝙙 down to the wire. It is 𝙍𝙬𝙖𝙙 and William Buick.
It was a great experience with him, and as a horse, like I say, he got a little bit of a world, you know, cult following on the back of it.
Breeders' Cup Mile's been really kind for you. Space Blues, Master of the Seas, Modern Games. I mean, all of those very talented horses. Let's have a word about Modern Games. He was just a solid miler, proper Group 1 miler, wasn't he?
Oh, rock solid, as we know. He won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile there in a year that most 2-year-olds, they would have lost it at the start. In what happened, as we know, it was a false start. He had to go back behind the gate, so that just showed full credit to the horse, to the constitution of him. He went out and did it, you know, did it again there, and then we backed him up the following year in the Breeders' Cup Mile.
But it's Modern Games storming down the center of the course. Modern Games, a 2-time Breeders' Cup winner. You bet he is.
Of course, we're back at Del Mar this time around. Are you a Speedos boy? Would you prefer Santa Anita and Del Mar, or are you a suited and booted one of the chillier tracks?
I think most people like to see me in a pair of shorts and Speedos, but anyway, yeah. But regardless...
Well, we're trying to put bums on seats, and if ever we're going to boost the crowds, it's you in Speedos.
Look, it's a great meeting, it's a great track. I mean, you have to have luck round there. I'm a big believer, and I always have said it, and when you go into these meetings, especially the Breeders' Cup, the championship meetings, you have to go there with a bundle of experience under you. It pays. You know, going there, you saw Master Seas, he'd had his runs round in America prior to last year's Breeders' Cup success, and like I say, drawn where he was, most other European horses, you could have wrote them off. But you know, he learned how to race on tight turns and to be able to accelerate. And you know, we go there, hopefully, we're going to try and assemble a team that will be able to produce the same sort of style of finish.
Yeah, in this show we've already seen Rebel's Romance, Notable Speech, the Sussex Stakes winner. So let's hope those Speedos are on at Del Mar, obviously blue, yeah?
If you put yours on that, I might bring mine along for someone else to wear.
That's enough of that. This is a proper show. Right, let's go and see what happened in the King George.
I was very happy when the owner and Francis Graffa, the trainer, asking my agent to be the jockey for him in the King George. I was very confident for sure to be in the first 3.
But Goliath has kicked away here, and Christophe Soumillon is looking at the crowd, he's looking behind them, there are no dangers, and Goliath, a very ready winner of the King George.
Winning a big race like that, you never really know, because you need everything going well, the perfect run, and you can feel it just when you are in front of the gates, I mean. And yeah, all the race get like on the plan. The pace was good enough for us, and when I came out the last turn, I was just cruising behind William at that time, and when I asked him to come out on the bridle, he just changed gear in an amazing way. I didn't have to ask him too much, but I was just worried because it was my first ride with him, that he could look around when I hit the front, and finally when I asked him to quicken, he just taked off. And for me, what he did in the King George was something rare, and as a feeling for a jockey, it was really amazing. Today there is not so many options. We're gonna need to go overseas if you want to run big Group 1 races, and for sure there is 3 big races in mind: the Breeders' Cup Turf, the Japan Cup also, and why not the Hong Kong Vase. There are three big races at the highest level, and for me, yeah, he's able to win such big races now.
Well, a doff of my fictional hat to Christophe, a Breeders' Cup hero himself back in 2005. Right, time to claim some jockey scalps as far as rock, paper, scissors are concerned back at the weighing room. Who will be my latest victims? Just 1 minute. Can I just borrow you for 1 minute? for Breeders' Cup. Here it comes, red cap. Can I borrow you for 20 seconds? Do you know how to play rock, paper, scissors? What? I think rock is the obvious one to go for. It's just for fun, it's for Breeders' Cup. Okay. We're playing rock, paper, scissors. Paper gets the rock, scissors gets the paper. You know how to play it.
Not 12.
3, 2, 1. Never liked him as a rider. Holly Dahl, not only a fantastic female jockey, but one of the best jockeys on the planet. But can she play rock, paper, scissors? 3, 2, 1. The answer to that is yes, she can. Tom Marquand, of course, Breeders' Cup hero. He is simply Big Evs. But can he play rock, paper, scissors? 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Your wife won, beat me as well. Horrible, horrible couple. So here's Jim Crowley, Shadwell's #1. Rock, paper, scissors time, Jim. Ah, yes, get in there. Christophe Soumillon, the best Belgian jockey in the history of horse racing, but can he play rock, paper, scissors? That's 1 to me. Do you want a best of 3 or do you just want to be defeated?
Best of 3.
Best of 3. 1-1, this is the finale. I still love you. Away from the UK, it's all been about domestic action with a quartet of sensational events. Let's start off at Monmouth Park, where we see, oh yes, a terrific 3-year-old. I'll give you a clue to his name.
The 2 Belmont first and second place finishers, 1-2, and Dornoch stubborn. Dornoch!
Look at this, the Chosen Bron is just absolute class. The Chosen Bron and Hector Berrios win the Bing Crosby.
What a tremendous debut in stakes competition! The Grade 1 Whitney to Arthur's Ride!
Adair Manor Salah, Adair Manor has got her. And Adair Manor and Juan Hernandez will take the Clementel Hirsch.
In the Classic, we have 2 horses stamping their ticket. Dornoch with his all-guts front-running display in the Haskell. And will we have another Grey Classic winner this year with Arthur's Ride? In the Turf, there's the French King George winner Goliath, who seems just that. The FanDuel Miles sees notable speech ready to roll. Will it be another successful visit for Charlie and the team? Adair Manor is back in the mix for the Longines Distaff. She has to build on last year's 7th place. Well, nearly all that's left is for you to see how I got on in my second challenge. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you're so, I hate you. Please, God. 3, 2, 1. Off you go, son. Off you go. God, Batman. Adam West. 3, 2, 1. So you notice I've changed. That's because John Gosden has agreed to play rock, paper, scissors with me, and I spruced up. 3, 2, 1. 1-0 to you. You win. You win. Well done, John. In many ways, this has been the calm before the storm, because next month we go to France, York, Del Mar, and Saratoga. I'll be back in September bringing you all the latest news as we head off to Del Mar for the 2024 Breeders' Cup. And why don't you come and join us at the greatest racehorse meeting in the world? Just go to breederscup.com/tickets and book as many as you want. I'll be back in September because we are quite simply on the road to Del Mar.